What's going on, everybody? Adam with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima HighSpeed roof mounted bike rack on our 2020 Mazda CX-30. So this bike rack is going to be great for not only just your fork mounted bikes, but also your thru-axle bikes. We're going to have some options when it comes to which skewer we can use for what kind of bikes you guys have, which is definitely a plus. It gives you all those options for your bikes and also some wheel adjustability to accommodate for all those different wheel bases that you might be carrying. And also with the way that it secures down to our bars, we're going to be able to use a wide variety of bars. We have some aerodynamic bars that we have here, but even if you have round bars, square bars, pro bars, something like that, even the BedRock HD bars, they are going to clamp around there really easily. So right when the CX-30 pulled up, I really liked the look of it, and especially the look of the back end of it. So if I owned this car, I wouldn't really like to run wiring and put a hitch back there and kind of maybe take away from that sporty look. So if you guys just put a roof rack on there, we can get the bikes to and from our destinations just as if we had a bike rack on the back. But we're not really adding a whole lot of length either. That's why I think with the CX-30, it's going to be mostly ideal, in my opinion, to put it up on the roof rack system that you guys have, and then we can get the bikes to and from. If you guys have multiple friends, you can throw a couple more up there. Just make sure we don't go over that weight for your roof, but bring as many as you want. So we're going to have two different locks on this bike rack. We're going to have one that's just going to lock the mechanism that holds it to our roof rack system. That's going to lock that into place, but then as you can see here, it's kind of tucked away, but we do have a cable that we can just wrap it around our wheel, our frame, whatever you guys want, and we are going to have an optional locking cord to grab as well. In regards to fitment when it comes to crossbars, usually I like to use these little straps here, but there is a smart T-slot adapter kit sold separately. So if you guys want to use the T-slot adapters, you guys can use those as well. So now that we've gone over some of those features with you guys, let's just go ahead and show you how easy it is to put this thing up into place. All we got to do is just make sure that these little flaps are nice and independent on both sides. Then we can go ahead and place it up on our roof. Just like that. Now with it up here, we're going to go ahead and fish this through that little hole. And we're going to fit these little round sections into the slot here. And as of right now, that's not necessarily the most amount of tightness. There's a little wheel here that we can turn righty-tighty to kind of tighten it up, make it a little bit tighter. And that is going to be for both of them. As of right now, I think that's pretty much good. Got a little bit of resistance. Push this little tab up, and we're going to do the same exact thing for this side, and we have the same connection in the back. And the back one here is going to be the one that slides up and down the rail here, so we can get that perfect fitment for whatever roof rack you guys have. Depends on how wide it's spread out, but I think I'm going to put it about there, and then just do the same thing. Now we just got to undo this back strap here. And then we can go ahead and grab our bike and put it up into place. This is going to be for fork mounted bike racks only, as you guys can see. So our skewer here, we have a threaded portion on one side. I loosened it up a little bit just to get my bike into place, but the main adjustment is going to be right here. So as of right now, we have a little bit of wobble, but once we set it right and push this up like that, it's going to lock it into place. So the skewer right here is going to be for your fork mounted bikes, but we actually have another one that is going to be for our thru-axle bikes as well. To do that, you just got to loosen this. It's going to bring that little piece back, and then you can go ahead and take that out and then replace it with the one you need. Just depends on what kind of bike you have. One we're using today is fork mounted, so we're using this one, and it is going to give you a couple clicks when it's nice and tightened down, and again, no tools. And on the back, we are going to have some adjustability, just like the mounting. And right now, I'm just going to slide it up and just put this in there and pull her down tight.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.
Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Yakima HighSpeed on our 2020 Mazda CX-30.